you want to start from the bottom up, because if you start from the top down, by the time you get here, it's just going to be a big muddy mess.
So today we're doing a hands-on workshop in headstone preservation. So we'll have students here that take coursework and do internships at the University of Michigan-Flint in historic preservation and in the history of cemeteries. And they're guiding the workshop. So we're out here we were invited by the Historic District Commission and the library to put on this workshop for folks, and we're having residents here help clean some historic headstones, a combination of granite and marble. They're using methods that are basically defined by the National Park Service and the Secretary of Interior standards, and we impart that information on them, and now that they know how to do it correctly, if they want to, they can come back and pick another headstone to clean and preserve this amazing site.
We're kind of teaching people how to clean headstones properly so that they don't damage them. So we're kind of teaching them how to, start from the bottom, use the Orvis soap that's clean for the environment, for the ground.
We try to use the gentlest materials possible. We're just trying to preserve the stone, not redo it. So we take that soap with a little bit of water and we scrub it using soft natural hair brushes. We start from the bottom up so we don't get a muddy mess, and soft bristles will make sure we don't, again, bring the stone with us while we're cleaning. We give it one last rinse off once we feel like we've cleaned it the best we can, and we spray it down with a solution called D2, which is ammonia suspended in water. That will kill any of the remaining biological material, so your mosses, your lichens, your bugs. And then in a couple weeks, your stone is pearly new, ready to go for the next few years.
Well, we want to preserve the history of Sterling Heights, and this cemetery is one of our older cemeteries. We've got a lot of residents that have, were here when it was Sterling Township, and we want to make this place presentable and also take care of it to preserve that history for future residents.
It's just very nice to be able to come and restore some of these stones. We're doing the Schultz family right now, and they have a history that goes back to about 1850 or 60, and it will be great to restore the print and the color contrast and the engraving on these stones. Oh, look at that. Wow.
This kind of work is important because this is our legacy. This tells the story of, the area and the locals. And there's actually a lot more information that you can find out about an area or an individual through a cemetery than you might expect. And doing this just allows that history and that society to live on through the generations.